Hello gorgeous people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Perodine, and if it's your first time stopping by, you are definitely welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave some comments below. Be sure to turn on a notification so that you don't miss out on my next video. In today's video, I am going to talk mainly about Rachel. There's something that just touched me, when she was like trying to open up about her relationship, about her breakup with the Caucasian guy. I don't know originally if the guy is a Swedish guy or one of the European countries here. So it's like she was trying to say a little bit about her breakup. As you know, most of the people who are like in interracial relationship, it's like most of the time, it's like they're not always like open, to enlighten us, about the thing that happened in their relationship, because most of the time, they want us to believe that everything, is just like people are like in interracial relationship as if they are living a perfect marriage or a perfect relationship, not knowing that even us human beings, we have got the eyes, we see the things that they go through, because once when you put your life here on YouTube and talking about your marriage or your relationship, just know that, it's a public, everybody has got the right to talk about it. That's the reason why you put your information on on this platform like YouTube, for people to criticize you or to say whatever they want, So for me, I don't think that maybe that's a problem, But the only thing that I'll just say, for some of you, who think that maybe some other people who talk about her interracial relationship, maybe they're making you people who are like interested like in dating those other people. Nobody is blocking you from dating whoever you want to date. You can date whoever you want to date, but we are just advising for other people, who go into interracial relationship for the sake of having mixed kids, all those things, or living in a relationship whereby somebody is not going to treat you good. It's not only white people who does that, even black people, black to black, there's some other men who are not good. So you find that sometimes, if you have got low self-esteem, because sometimes, there's some other men who are very smart. Once when they see that you have got low self-esteem, they'll take advantage of you, Even if you are a good person, they will take advantage of you because they know already this, they have studied you already that you have got low self-esteem, So back to the point again of Rachel, she went on saying that some people were like writing to her saying that right now she broke up with a guy because she has already had the papers like to live here in Sweden, like the citizenship, because once when you've got citizenship, you have the right to live in the country. You can travel wherever you want to travel, But even if you don't have those papers, as long as you are registered here in Sweden, you have got the right to travel wherever you want to travel, except from the origin of your country. Is it right like that? Like the country where you were born, that's where you're not allowed, But as time goes on, because once when you apply for a citizenship, there's some recommendation that you have to give them in order for them to give you that citizenship, and they don't give citizenship to anybody. They look at the case, it can take many years depending on your case, So it's like they were trying to bring up that, saying that she just used the guy, It's not that maybe she used the guy, When you look at Rachel, even in her video, of course they enjoyed having time together, traveling, doing all those things, They live together, So I don't see a reason why people should be just like accusing her, saying that she used the guy, to have paper. Now when she has got the papers to live here in Sweden, that's the time when she's divorcing that, separating with the guys. One thing that you have to understand, even when you look on their video, that guys, to be honest, even if people are going to hate me, but the fact remains that I love Rachel for who she is. She can become a better person by herself. She's a smart lady just by looking at her. I think the guy was just the one who was like bringing her down. She can do a lot of things, by herself. She's young, talented, a very beautiful girl, outgoing, outspoken, So I think the guy was just the one who was like blocking her from reaching her goals, So I think with Rachel, I cannot compare Rachel and Mariam, the American girl. Rachel, she's too smart for that guy, For me, I think she was just like wasting time living with that guy, who was not a good man, Because for me, even when I went on their channel, the guy was rubbing me the wrong way, But now, since separated, maybe we can even go to Rachel, and drink coffee and tea, we can enjoy ourselves, because that man, he was just rubbing me the wrong way. When I used to see the way he used to talk to Rachel, when they ask him, are you going to marry our sister? Are you going to give her a baby? He will try to dodge the question, Then Rachel will make some vision board. I hate men who are like that, More especially when you know already, just like, for example, right now, I get married to a man, already maybe I'll be prepared to have a baby. He'll be walking around the question, He's the same thing like that man, that's the same thing that he was rubbing me. You see Rachel decorating the house, looking beautiful for him. Him is not even serious even to give our sister even a baby. So that even the mother there back in Africa should be happy. All those years, just Rachel was just cooking for him, doing nothing. He could not even give her even a baby. That's just like wasting your time, living with a man. Him is just into sport car. That guy, he just rubbed me the wrong way. To tell the truth, Rachel, you are a good You are a good girl. Don't even be bothered. If it's possible, continue with those bad. I cannot even pronounce it right now, pronounce it in a nice way, because it's like she went on to do to feel, it's like she's got what do you call it? Is it the buttocks? I don't know. Sorry for the word, for the pronunciation, because today it's like I'm all over the place, because I have been, it's like today, I had a lot of good news, so it's like I'm all over the place, I'm so excited, even when I'm talking about this story, because it's like I had good news today, By the way, I was also at the mall of Scandinavian. It was really good. I enjoyed myself with my friends. It was very wonderful, So in Rachel's case, some people, you have to understand, not everybody who came here let me just say that not every African who came here in Europe was brought here in Europe by these people who are like in interracial relationship. You have to understand that some other people, they brought themselves from Africa to here in Europe, So for some of you, every time when you see these people, when they go through breakup, or marriage breakdown, you just assume that maybe they have just used those white people to come here in Europe for the paper. No. Some, they just met here, just like in the case for Rachel. He met the guy here in Sweden. The guy is not the one who went there and brought her here. And I don't think that maybe looking at that guy, the way he was you could see even in the videos, it's like he was just more into himself, but just like Rachel, I think she just managed to keep up with that guy, because you have to understand that here in this country, let me tell you the truth, in Europe, it's not easy, let me tell you, it's not easy for a man to put a ring on you. Most of the time, they believe in sambo, Sambo is like a situation where you live with a man, then you'll be just calling yourself boyfriend, it's just like girlfriend and boyfriend living together, He's not married to you. Even if anything can happen to him, even if he can die, you are not going to inherit anything. That's the disadvantage, That's the reason why, on the first place, if somebody don't accept a man whereby he will tell you that you should come to his house and live in his house, then you'll be cooking for him, like in the situation for Rachel, Don't do those things, She was too smart for that guy, Don't live with a guy who will be making you that you should be cooking for him as if you are the wife, It's better in a situation whereby he lives at his house, you live at your own house, If he's serious, if he sees a future with you, he's going to put a ring on you, not a situation whereby you'll be living with a man. He'll be giving you headache. At the end, you will live with him many years. He won't even give you a ring, or he won't even give you a baby, to show your parent that that person that you've been living with, he has been taking good care of you. Not a situation whereby you lose him, not even a baby is there. Huh? That's the reason why you see that I'm not just going to settle for any dusty man that I just see in the street, If it's okay, it's better to be single, and meet the right person, not a situation whereby I'm just throwing myself to any man that I just see in the street, Of course, it's understandable that in this world we live once in life. Just because we live once in life, does not mean that maybe you have to throw yourself to anything that you see in the street. Because some other men, they're not good. They're just good on their tongue, They'll use you. After using you, they'll dump you like a dustbin, Just look at our sister. Our sister, she's even very smart that, she did not even get a baby with him, Imagine if she could have had a baby with him, Maybe her life was going to become miserable, She was going to be attached to that man, for the rest of her life, So you see, that one, she's smart. Because she can even come here on YouTube and open up about her relationship. She's not like that American girl in America, that one who has lost her mind already, living with a man. A man is not even working, no job, living in his father's basement. So I'll end by saying that by no means is this video sponsored, and everything I say in this video is of personal like. So you don't need to take my words for it. So you have to understand that this video is just like for entertainment, to give advice to people who have got ears for listening, people who take advice, people who want to change to become better people, including myself. So this video is not to bash anybody, because we are here in this world to advise each other. We learn from each other. So see you guys in the next video, and I hope you're going to take good care of yourself. So bye bye, my lovely people.